Hello guys. First of all, sorry about the audio quality. I just decided to make this quick, and because I was sitting here doing this animation uh, for some kind of game I'm working on right now, test. But anyways, so I thought I would show you guys how I do my animations and stuff. Um, so as you can see here, this is a jumping man, or he's about to jump or fall or whatever. But as you can see, it's in a grid like this, and this is kind of great. Um, as you can see, because I can sort of see the changes, and I can make them in a sprite sheet, so to speak. Okay, so what I thought I'd show you guys was how you could do the same and how I do it. So first off, let's open a new project. I'm sorry, the screen recorder is messing up my computer. It seems that's not very good. So let's see if it responds anytime soon. Nope. Maybe now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we want to make a new project. I like to do just like something like film video. That's always a good start. So you get a big project start. It doesn't really matter this. It's just that then you often get a blank background, I think. So that's really good to choose. Let's do HDTV 180p. Okay, so what we want to do here is let me just open something quickly. Calculator. There we go. Okay, so we got the calculator here. And say we want to make a sprite like this. What I found, I'm making this for Unity. So what I found I could use there was what was it, 275 times 275 per like square here. So that means I have like 275 for one and 275 in height. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make 5 of these after each other. So I just do the calculator. It's really easy. You just do 275 times 5, and then you have 1375. So let's do that, 1375. And then for the height, we want to make like say 10 frames, or like, yeah, we can call it frames. 10 frames downwards. Okay, so what's 10 times 275? That's 2750. Pretty easy, right? This resolution part here is rather a 72 is, I'm not sure if it's still the standard, but that used to be enough for screens before, at least when I went to school. You can choose the backgrounds here. As you can see, I like to have sometimes a white background just to check the stuff when you have added colors and stuff like that. But anyway, so 72 here is probably fine for what we're doing right now, but you can choose to make it higher. You can make it like 300 or 200. That's like printer. If you're going to print the stuff, then it's good to have that kind of a DPI, or pixels per inch, pixels per centimeter. I think inch is actually standard no matter where you're from when you're talking about print size and stuff like that. At least that's how I was taught. But anyway, so 8-bit, that doesn't really matter. I think that should be good. Also, if you want to only print something, you should probably use SMIC, because that's like print colors, and RGB is like screen colors, basically. Simply explained. So let's make this project. It's these dimensions in pixels, mind you. We don't want to use any of these for this. You could probably, but then you gotta, yeah, you get my point here. So anyways, so then you gotta refer to those sizes afterwards as well. So that's the dimensions. We have 5 here. As you can see, I already got a grid here, but that's not really too helpful for you guys. So let me see if I can actually do anything here. It's hung up again. So let's just wait for it to catch up. Sorry about that. I was hoping to make this kind of quick video, but it seems it's going to take a little longer than I expected. But that's okay. We don't mind waiting, do we? Ah, there we go. Now it's back again. Okay, so what we want to do really is we want to go to K, or Command or Control K, and then you get the Preferences menu. You can also find that, I think it's under probably Edit. Yeah, and you can go to Preferences, and there you go. So I'm using Photoshop CS4 right now, but it's probably the same in the other versions as well. I'm not sure about CC, probably the same there as well. Anyway, so when you're in the preferences here, you want to go to guides, guides, comma, grid and slices. Okay, so what you want to do here, you want to go down to grid here, as you can see, and you want to pick here, as you can see I've done already, but you want to write in like 275, because that's what we chose for the width of every like frame we want to use. You can use any size, but for now I'm using 275 in my other projects. I'm just going to keep it in this one so I don't mess anything up. So 275 is, you can see it changes every time I do this. So now it's a lot less, and now it's perfect. And you want to make sure, because often it's not selected pixels there, so you want to make sure you select the same thing as you chose when you created the document, right? So pixels, and then you want to choose subdivision. So that's how many times you did it. You wanted to go downwards, and as I said, we used 10, so we had 2,750. So we're going to just leave it with subdivisions 10 as it is. So 10 there. I can type it in as well, so you can see the difference. There you go. Now, or subdivisions is more like these small squares. But anyways, I want to make it 10 because then you get 10 in each, 10 times 10 here, and that's kind of great to have because in the oh my god, that's subdivisions, yeah, of course. But anyways, I'm going to show you why I want to leave it at 10 here. I'm going to show you that later or in a bit. So that's okay. You could just click OK here, so we have some subdivisions as well. Apparently it just makes 275 all the way down as well, so that's great because this is a grid, so it's going to be square. Anyways, what is a good tip here that I saw someone else use, if you just want the big squares and you don't want to have a grid open all the time, and especially if you have subdivisions, which is great to have, but you don't necessarily want them to stay there, you could do this. You can press Command or Control R. Oh, there we go, and you get the rulers up. And what you can do with those, you want to make sure that you go to View and you go to Snap to Grid, right? I'm not sure if I deselected that now. Yeah, okay, so now it's snapping to grid. You can also just do all, and you got it anyway. So what you want to do, you want to drag from this line up here, and you want to drag it down. You get this gray thing here, and you want to stop it on the top here. You see it snaps to the top, so you just want to release it. Then you get a guide, is what these are called. And you can drag them. Oh shite! I almost dragged the whole project there, but you're gonna want to drag the guides down onto each of these. You can make them like, you can make one in the middle as well if you want to have something for reference there. But for now, we're just gonna drag them down like this and down like this, and yeah, basically just all over the whole project. So there we go. Couple more, 3 more. And what I find is great to remember is, or to tell you guys, is that remember to do the bottom as well. If not, when you remove the grid, it's going to be like an open space down, and that's not very great to have. You want to do the same this way. At least this is a little bit fewer. It's just 5, so let's make that. You can always expand the project as well if you want to make it bigger, but this is just for showing you guys the technique, right? So now you have this, and you can then go ahead. Oh, now it hung up again. So let's see what happens. Let's just wait for it. And when these show again, I guess it's gonna work. Oh, there we go. It's responding again. Thank God. Okay, so you can press Command or Control R again and remove the rulers on top here. And of course, it hung up again. There we go. God dang, that's not good. So you want to go to rulers, here you go, and you want to go to lock guide. So now I can't move these anymore, as you can see. Yeah, I can't do that because I locked this background layer, but if I open this, you see I can't move these anymore. So I'm just going to remove this. Okay, so now you can go to view, and you can show and not show grid. And then you have only these squares. That's great and all, but to show you a little bit more on how I actually do the animating in this, let me just enable the grid again. There we go, and you can I can just remove the, or let's keep the guides because it's a great indicator of where it's like blue instead of red, so it's easier to see, I guess, when you have the subdivisions of the grid red as well. So let's just keep it like that. Oh, now it hung up again. God dang it, I was really hoping this was going to go easy, but okay. So next thing we want to do is want to open up a new layer. The layer, or actually not, now I'm doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Delete it. Yes, delete it. Come on, didn't I delete it? Oh, maybe I clicked no, did I? I probably did. Come on. I hope this is funny for you guys at least, because this is kind of annoying me because I'm trying to do something here. There should be like a recording thing inside of Photoshop. That would be great. You could just click record and show people what you're doing. Okay, so there we go. What you want to create instead is a folder, okay, or a group rather, and you want to call this one frame, or whatever you want, of course, but I like to call them frame 1. Okay, so inside of this, I'm going to create a new layer, alright, and I'm going to do like a little stickman drawing. You can choose the brush tool by pressing B, as you can see here when you hover over it, or you can just click it, that's okay as well. You might have the pencil tool enabled here, so you just want to click on the brush tool if you want to use the brush, of course. And then you want to draw something that you can use, like I've drawn here. You can see a little man. We can do some simpler, like a, oh god, yeah, wait a second. I think we want to turn off snapping there. I think that's what happened, or else it just hung up. But anyway, so I'm gonna draw a man here. So I made one here. I can call this layer head. Alright, you can also divide this afterwards, but it's easier to do it like right away, I think. You want to do this in the first frame as well, because it's a hassle to change anything. If you sort of go back and want to change something later, you want to have it divided up. Okay, so now, oh crikey, look at that. Now I did my own mistakes here. So let's remove the arms and let's call this body. Yeah, an arm. There we go. Ah, I forgot to make a new layer. It's important. I'm forgetting my own workflow here. Right hand, let's call it right. We don't know which way he's facing right now. Alright. Damn it. Excuse my language, but hand. And then we want to create a new layer. Left hand. Alright. You can just double click it. You could also right click, I think, and do something about a name. I'm not sure how. Maybe their layer property. Yeah, there we can go. Change. You can also change the color of it so it's easier to recognize it. But I don't really need that as long as I have a name. Then we want to go like feet. We can just do feet. Okay, because I'm not going to animate this very much anyway. So, but you guys can do one for each foot if you want. Especially if it's a more advanced drawing, then it could be a good thing to do that. There we go. Okay, so we got the feet. And what you have now is sort of like a template. Okay, this is kind of great to have, because what you can do now, well, actually there's one last thing, because I'm going to show you how you would want to do it. You want to copy this, right, and then you have a frame 1 copy, and you can just rename this frame 2. Don't do this yet if you're following this directly, because I just want to show you what you can do. You can then move this character, and you can find the exact same spot here. The way you would do this is you want to you want to go in here and see really closely at, okay, so from this corner here it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down, so you have a reference point, and then you want to go into this one and want to find the same, oh my god, it hung up. What was it, 5? Okay, there we go. So it was, oh man, now space isn't even working. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. Okay, so we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now it's hung up again. There we go, and there we go. And we want to have 5 down, so you can go close in, you can just move it 1. Now we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we want to go 1 more down, and then you would do the same for the side, right? And that's kind of a hassle, because the second you animate the head, you got to find a new reference point and you got to move it. And if you have a full-on animation, it's kind of hard to do. So what you would want to do instead, I'm just going to delete this. I'm also going to show you a different technique on what you want to do as well as that. Okay, so you want to make a new layer in the frame 1, and you want to call it something like marker. That's what I like to call it, marker. And what I like to do then is to make a rectangular shape and then go in kind of close in the marker layer, and we would want to wait for the program to catch up. There we go. And wherever, actually, you can just make it outside the character, wherever, but on this character I have it, you see, inside the stomach here. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to add color later, but if you want to color right away, it might not be useful to have that in the middle there. And you just want to draw out like a rectangular shape like this. And then you want to move it, but the program got stuck again. That's great, isn't it? Not very great. Oh, let's see, there we go. And oh my god, this isn't perfect, but okay, so this particular square isn't too great, but you can use this point instead. And then oh my god, it's gonna crash one day. Okay, so you want to go down here instead then, and you can see, as you can see here, as you might see here, I'm not even sure if my voice is being recorded while this happens, so I hope so, but we'll see. Okay, there we go. So as you can see here, it's like tight on the line here, so that's pretty great for a reference point, right? So what you want to go and do, oh my god, come on, Photoshop. It's probably recording in RAM, this thing, so it's not very great, but I have enough RAM, I should think. So, okay, you want to go to Edit, and you want to go to Stroke. There you go. There's no shortcut that I've added for this, but you want to go here and you want to go 1 pixel, right? And whatever color you want. It could be good to use a different color, just something like that strikes out so you can easily see it. And you want to go center. That's great. And whatever here, you can do a little less opacity, my bad, if you want. But whatever, you want to anyways have it 1 pixel. That's the important part in the center, so it follows the line exactly. And you want to click OK. And now you have a grid of 1 times 1 pixels, or this is 1 pixel, right? So let's see if the program can catch up. That would be great. Oh well. Nope, maybe not. Doesn't seem to want to do that today. Okay, there we go. So we can go down here and we can see that. I really, really hope you guys can hear my voice right now. Okay, there we go. So what you can see here is this line here follows this. Oh my god, it keeps getting stuck. But anyways, this line here is exactly on the line on the subdivision grid. Okay, so that's kind of great for reference points, right? So what happens then, I'm just going to get the program to respond again. So what happens is, if you deselect by pressing Control or Command D, as in Daniel or whatever, and what you want to do then is go to Frame, or like close to Frame Group or Folder, and then you want to duplicate this. And what you can do now, which is kind of great when you want to move it, you want to move it over and you can just count. It's 1, 2, 3 in from the side, right? And then the same level, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in. So you want to go, oh my god, come on Photoshop, you know you wanna. Or not, we can just wait here and get nothing done. We're closing on 20 minutes now, so let's see if we can do this. Okay, so you want to place it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? So you want to zoom in and make sure it's on the grid. As you can see, it's perfect. Now you move 1 pixel at a time by using the arrow keys to move it. And that's perfect. So now we know it's in the same place as the other one. So when you use the sprite sheet, you know the animation is going to stay in one place all the time, right? And the second tip I want to show you guys when I get this to respond again. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about this. The second thing you want to do, first of all, you want to rename this to frame 2, right? I guess this is frame 2. So what you want to do now is you want to drag this and make down to new here. You don't, oh crikey. Hope I didn't make a new one there. Let's see if that worked out at all. Okay, it seemed to work fine. Okay, so now you have a frame 2 copy here. What you want to do, you don't have to rename these, or I don't usually do it because it's frame 2 something, you know. You want to move it under the frame 2 here, right? And you want to go to opacity here on the frame 2 folder, and you want to type in 50% or something like that. It's not really important, but it's a good opacity I've found. And what you can see here now is that when I go to frame 2 and make it invisible, you can see it's a 50% background there of what it used to be. So what you can do then is you can go into frame 2 and you can do the feet, right? You go to the feet and you can go in and you can, by using E for example, or whatever you want to do. Let's see if I can do it. Press E and you get the eraser here. You can just choose the eraser tool and then you can take away some of his leg here, right? That's great. And then you can still see where it used to be. And then you can draw on top of that. Oh, cracky. I forgot to choose the color. Let's use the black color instead. Here you can just change it to green as well. That would be cool. And then you could start to make it like a moving animation here. Oh, that's not really good. Okay, so now you have like the start of an animation here, right? And you can do this for every segment because you've already done the whole like this part of it. You see, so you have a right hand, left hand, and a body. You've made layers for all of these things, so that's great. And then you can close this, and you've made the changes you want, and then you can just copy it again. Call it frame 3, right? And you can also just alt and drag it. That will create a new frame as well. But I'm just doing this for easy, so you guys know how to do it exactly. Okay, so it was on 3 and 4, and let's move it. Zoom in, check that it's on the right spot. I seem to be hitting it great this time. Or not. Let's see if we can do this. There we go, and it's on the spot. That's perfect. Okay, so now we can go in again, do the same thing. Oh my gosh, that's not good. There we go, we can go out, we can copy this again, and if the program responds, it's gonna crash now. I really hope it doesn't, because I gotta get this to work. Okay, there we go. Now we have a copy, drag it under, make sure you don't put it in the folder. If you do, just Control C, and it's good. And opacity 50%, there we go. Go into frame 3, go to right hand, or no, feet was where we were doing it. You can see there's a background there, so you can just erase this again, and you got the previous frame, sort of like an overlay, and you can just animate it again, you know, and continue doing this until you have like a sprite. And when you're done with the animation, you have a really nice, oh my gosh. Oh well. Oh well. Let's hope it responds in some time or fashion. Okay, now it's hung up again. I really hope the video works though. But okay, so let's see. Let's close this. And now when you're done with it, you can just go to frame copy, and you remove the background there, and go into each of these, and you know it's called marker something, copy something, and then you can just remove that. Go into this one, remove this, and you have no markers, and you can remove the background and save it as whatever file you want to save it as. And then you have a PNG or BMP if you don't want a background on it, so that's great. And you can just have your own sprite sheet with an animation on it. Alright, that wasn't too hard, was it? I hope you liked it, and I hope you got some kind of use out of it, and I hope it didn't freeze up and this video actually works. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video if I ever do another one with the tutorial thing on it. Okay, so bye bye, good luck to you guys with all your animations and games and whatever you want to make. So cool, see you.